Hi all. I haven't got much to show you today. Basically I do have a finished object. I was doing this yarn into a scarf and then changed my mind and decided I'd use both balls and make a top instead. And this is the cap sleeve top that I was making with that thicker yarn I was going to make from the other top that I took apart, and then I made into that scarf instead because I wasn't going to have enough yarn, so I made it with this one instead. So I've got that to show you, and I have a work in progress. If you remember last time I showed you that yarn, the Riot yarn, well, I've started making it into a shawl. It's the Secret Paths shawl on Ravelry, and this is so far what I've done. I only started it last night because I couldn't decide up until last night, but I think it's quite pretty. So some of these are done in back loops and front loops to create this lovely ridge, and then you have like double crochet chain ones, and you get a really nice pattern which, if you can see, is producing some lovely texture. And I thought, I've done a lot of shawls over the years, and lace shawls and thicker chunky shawls and granny square shawls and all sorts, but I've never done one really with much texture in it. So when I saw this Secret Path and I can't remember, there's another one by the same designer, but I was umming and ahhing between the two, and I ended up having my husband decide for me because I couldn't decide, and he chose Secret Paths, so that's the one I'm doing. So yeah, I'm getting that done, and it's coming along quite nicely. It's a reasonably simple pattern to follow. It's goes to a website, and it's a mix of, I think it's Swedish and English, and each you got like one row in Swedish and then in English, and then the next row in Swedish and then in English, and at the very bottom of it there is a chart of the stitch, so it's reasonably easy to do, but it gives us such a beautiful look. I mean, I think it's so pretty, and this yarn, I am so happy with this yarn. I mean, just look at that colour change. I mean, it's gradual and it's really pretty. So it's just, I mean, it's not the softest yarn. I'm hoping that it will soften up, but the colour change in it is just so stunning that I really do want more of this yarn. So I'm going to have to see if I can sell some stuff so that I can buy more of it. But this one here, the top, was made with the Candy Swirl yarn, if you remember I got a while ago. So as you can see, it's just a cap sleeve top, and you've got treble crochet at the bottom here. These are UK terms. You have treble crochet along the bottom here, and then up to this point, from here to here, is double crochet. Then you got some single crochet, some more double crochet, and then at the very top here is single crochet, and it's made in two pieces. So if I just turn it around, you got your two sides that you seam up all the way up to the arm here, and then if I drop it down a little, you can see the sleeve. So the cap sleeve, as you can just see, it actually sews onto the single crochet at the top, which is done on the back. The back is basically single crochet, double crochet all the way down to the point where we do the treble crochet. So the back's only slightly different, it just takes out the single crochet rows. But the cap sleeves are just, if I tip this, you can see it's just 8 rows of double crochet. They're done through the back loop, which gives this lovely ridge effect, and then they're just sewn onto here. Now you want to gather the ends to join on the single crochet row, because you've got the width of the single crochet row obviously is 8 stitches, and it's 8 rows for this, so you want to match the rows and the stitches together. So it forms a little bit of gathering, but I think it gives such a pretty stitch. Now this is on my size 16 mannequin, so this is definitely for a larger lady. One thing I don't like about the shape of this mannequin is most 16s that I know usually have a bit of a bust, and then they may have a belly like I do, but it goes in at that point. Whereas on these ones, they're very bulky all the way down. They have the curve in, but they're just bulky all the way down. They don't really allow for the smaller back with the larger bust, which is for some people, but most of us women are a little more curvy at size 16, so the shaping doesn't really do it justice. This stretches out to fit around your bust, and then it tucks in underneath here, so that it gives a really flattering shape, and then of course it flows outwards onto the hips. So it's a really nice top. I did one in purple many years ago for my brother's wedding, and I wore that, and it's really comfy to wear. It's not clingy, even though it's fitting to your body. It's done in such a way that it's actually nice and shapely without being clingy. So I really like the top. This one's actually for sale, it's not for me, but I will be making myself some more of these for myself. Making myself more of these for myself. There's good English. But yeah, I will do some of these for me. But I probably won't do this yarn. As much as I really like this, and it reminds me of ice cream, which isn't surprising, it's candy swirl cream yarn. I prefer my stripes a little different than this. Either thinner for this way, or I prefer going horizontal stripes. I don't know why, because there's nothing wrong with this, it's very pretty, it's just on me I prefer horizontal stripes than vertical stripes, so I'll make myself one. I'll either do it plain coloured, or I'll use several different balls of yarn to give me some stripes. I'm doing that, look, but actually I'll be going that way. Can't seem to make my mind up, can I? But yeah, so that's what I've got finished. So I haven't really got anything else on the go. I have got the body part done on the panda, but I ran out of stuffing, so I've just taken a little hiatus from it. I have to wait until I can afford to buy some more stuffing, and then I can get on with the rest of the body and finish it. I might knit the head, the arms or things every so often when I'm bored or something, just to keep it going, because it needs to be done by February. But the virus shawl I've not done much more on, because I'm using it as my carry-along project, because it you know, anyone who's done the virus shawl knows it's pretty much an easy repeat pattern once you've done a gazillion of them. So I can do that in the waiting rooms, and as I'm at the hospital, Thursday I'm at the hospital for my scans, Friday I'm at the doctor's, and then next Tuesday, the 23rd, I think that's Tuesday, isn't it, I'm back at the hospital again. And then so I'll probably be back at the doctor's again at some point after that to speak to my doctor about how that went. So I've got a lot of waiting room activity to keep doing. So I figured I'll just keep the virus shawl for that for now. And depending on how long I wait, that might be finished by all of them. But we'll have to wait and see. I've also got in Amazon if you know anything about the returns policy on Amazon, they tend to have a lot of things returned that there's not really much wrong with them. Well, they have a warehouse section for warehouse deals, for anything that's been returned can be sold off at a cheaper rate. I was trying to work out where my brain was going there. Well, I found, I've always needed a new doll's head. I used to have one when I was training as a hairdresser, and then I borrowed my mum's one for a little while, which modelled some hats and things I'd made. But I needed my own one, and then I saw this one on the Amazon warehouse deal for more than half the price that it normally is to buy these things. So I bought it because anyone who knows me, who's known me for years, and not this boring brown colour, they would know that normally my hair looks like this. Which is just stunning. Now, my hair's not always this exact colour, but it has been this colour. So this is my new head. And this will be modelling my hats and my headbands, and it's just so pretty. I can't stop playing with it, it's so pretty. But yeah, this is what my hair normally looks like. So after I've finished growing it to donate it, you'll see my hair going back into those colours, because I've missed it. It's been 3 years since I dyed my hair, and I missed it so bad. But the other thing I'm going to be doing with this doll's head is hair tutorials. I grew up with a mum and my twin sister, we grew up with really long hair, and my mum was just fabulous at doing hair. I think that's one of the things that made me want to be a hairdresser. She just come up with these beautiful hairstyles, and most people at school used to try to copy us and they couldn't because their mum sucked. I know that sounds really mean, but you've just seen their hair, it wasn't good. Whereas my mum done beautiful hairstyles, and I got a love for doing hair. And so I want to show what I learned, both through my mum, through myself and through college, not though college showed me much on hairstyles, how to do hairstyles on my YouTube channel. I know it's not technically a craft, but it's something I love doing, and I want to make my channel with things I love doing, which is basically crafts, but there is the odd other thing like Lego building or collecting minifigures and doing hair, which I miss so bad. So I'm going to start doing some hair tutorials on my channel, so those who are interested can start watching, and if not, it will be labelled that it's a hair tutorial, so you can just skip that video if you want. So that's about the only thing I've got going on. I've gained some more subscribers today. I jumped 3 since this morning, and I think that is due to Lucy Coates, after she tagged me in the craft tags video. So thank you, Lucy. It happened just after I watched your video, which wasn't filmed, so I think it was definitely from you. So thank you very much. My subscribers is going up quite nicely. It's still slow going, but it's going up steadily each day, so I'm really happy. So hi to all my new subscribers, and to those who are watching who aren't subscribed, maybe comment what it is that you'd like to see that would maybe encourage you to subscribe, because 95% of my viewing is coming from non-subscribed people. So it'd be interesting to see what it is that they're watching my stuff but they're not subscribing. Just in case there's anything I can do. It could be that they just don't like subscribing, which is fine. I just wondered if there's anything out there that people would like to see and aren't seeing, because I'm happy to try and see if there's anything like, I'm sorry, you've probably seen me playing. I'm playing with that hair. I have to play with things, and if it's not crochet and knitting in my hand, it's usually my fidget spinners, but the hair's next to me and it's so pretty. I want to play with it. It's actually really good. It's synthetic hair, but it can be used with a heating product, you know, like a curling iron or a straightener and things. So I'll be able to do curly hair things as well, which would be really nice. So I think that's pretty much all the news. Thursday is for my scans for my cysts, so hopefully we can find out where the cysts are, because they don't think it's ovarian cysts, they think it's something else. And I want them to check the other side because I get the same pain in my right as I do in my left. So I think maybe there's a possibility that I've got one on that side as well. I don't know, we'll find out when they do the scans. I'm having 2 scans done that day, so that they can have a good look. They're doing 2 different ones. But what else? Oh yeah, Fridays that will be my doctor's appointment. If they've told me what's going on with the scan, I can discuss that with her, but otherwise I'm there to discuss my blood test results. Week ago, 2 weeks ago, can't remember now, I had my blood test for some more stuff on this cortisol, and I haven't actually heard back about them, so I'm going to go in and discuss what they are, see what the tests were, because I don't actually know what the tests were, and see if it's gave any answers, and that will probably help with my appointment for the cortisol doctor on the 23rd. Why is my thingy going off? And yeah, so the 23rd is for the, let's block that light a little, see if that helps, shall we? Hold on. Let's see if that stops it doing it, blocking the light from the back. Yeah, so yeah, 23rd is for the cortisol doctor, and oh, I don't know, if you Google cortisol, the person who deals with it will come up. It starts with E. Endocrinology or something, I'm not sure, but it's basically the person who deals with the steroids, hormones, that sort of thing in your body, your natural steroids. So I'm going to go and see them. Originally, as I think I mentioned, the 8th of March was my original appointment, which my doctor was not happy about. Well, I got a letter not long after saying they cancelled it, and then I got a phone call from a very nice lady, I'm assuming she's the receptionist for the doctor I see, and I don't know, but explaining that the doctor who's supposed to see me can't see me earlier, but they want to push me up, so I'm going to go and see a different doctor there instead. And she gave me options. She actually gave me an option to go and see them this Monday just gone, so yesterday. But as I'm already got my husband taking time off work Thursday and Friday, I explained that it probably wasn't a good idea to ask for a third day. So she very nicely gave me a couple of other dates, and I'm going next week instead. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know, but I'm just really lucky my husband's boss lets him take all his time off for me because they're really flexible when it comes to that sort of stuff. Then when I had my operation, they were fabulous. They let him work from home 4 days a week and go up to London only 1 day a week, and usually it's the other way round. And they even paid for the ticket to get him up to London because we just cancelled the season ticket for that time. And he's often been able to take short notice, half days or whole days, to take me to doctors and hospitals and things. So they're really good in that respect. It's just a shame that they suck at actually providing a good wage or pay rises, or actual showing him respect for the amount, rather extreme amount, of work he does. Everyone assumes he's the head of the department because he does so much work in that section. But no, he's just considered somebody who looks after everyone else in that section, without the title or the money that goes with it. And then when he thought they were training him up for it, because they put him on a futures improvement program thing, which, you know, trains up for manager type things, so he assumed that they were going to possibly give him some better prospect, make him the head. Instead they informed him that they would be hiring someone else to not only oversee his area but to oversee other areas. So it wasn't a demotion for him, it was just someone else would be working above him. Yeah, it's a demotion, which takes the mick. So he's currently looking for another job. If anyone knows of any jobs in the email marketing area down in Devon or areas close to Devon, please let us know. We're looking. Desperately. I'm so desperate to move to Devon. I can't wait to go. Okay, so clearly blocking that light did not fix the focus, because apparently my face no longer is focusing. What's going on there? Maybe it just doesn't want to show you my ugly mug. I wouldn't blame it. It's pretty bad. Lack of sleep. I got the black eyes and the red eyes and the spots. It's just my freckles. Look at my freckles. It's ridiculous. But sorry, because why I'm not a beauty guru, can't you? Actually, I don't have a clue how to use makeup much, really. My mum, hi mum, wouldn't allow me to wear makeup until I was 18, and I'd already had 2 kids at that point, but you don't argue with your mother. So I never really learnt how to do makeup and things. So YouTube is becoming my friend, because I'd like to get in, because I like wearing funky colour eyeshadows. I have a bunch, but I don't have, what was it, primer, concealer, foundation, eyeliner. I just have eyeshadow and lipstick, which is not really the way to go. So I'm just going to have to learn how to use it all, and then maybe I can actually look pretty on here. Yeah, no, that's not a miracle, it's not cosmetic surgery, is it? But once I've got my colourful hair back, I need a colourful face to go with it, obviously. So, yeah, there's not much to report. I'm back down here again because, quite frankly, I just couldn't be bothered to walk upstairs. Camera was already down here from when I filmed the colouring book, when I done this. So the camera's still set up down here. And so I thought, why set it all up upstairs if I can just sit on the chair and do it here? So I did. I'm not sure when I'll make it back up to the filming room. I'm just got to stop calling it the filming room, just call it my craft room, because let's face it, I don't film in it much anymore. It's just, the problem is I have so much stuff, even though it's neatly packed away, it's so much stuff that I don't have room to manoeuvre, and I feel really claustrophobic in it. So filming up there is only on my good days, really, when I can feel like it's not a struggle to be in that room. Whereas here, as you can see, it's pretty open space. I mean, it goes all the way through to the back of the house, through to the conservatory, which is my son's bedroom. So, you know, it's a bit hard to feel too claustrophobic in this area when it's nice and light and airy. So we'll stay down here for a while, I expect, but we'll wait and see. You never know. So I don't think there's anything else really to say. We're working our way through the Marvel movies. We started Saturday and we're already 4 movies through, and we'll work out some more on Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday because we want to try to get them all done ready for the next release. We're not going to get done for Black Panther, but what we're hoping is by the time the Infinity Wars, I was getting there, by the time Infinity Wars come out, we would have watched everything we've currently got, plus any releases that are happening, like Black Panther in the cinema and that. So we'll see, but it means we're watching a lot of movies. Me, my husband and my youngest Mally are watching them. So it's been a bit of fun, hasn't it, darling?
Also, I would happily have my birthday 2 days later. It means watching Infinity War.
His birthday is 2 days after.
No, before.
2 days before Infinity War's release. So he keeps saying how he'd happily wait 2 days so we can go and watch it. But I don't think he's going to make it to his birthday because he keeps reminding me that he's going to be 13. My last baby will be a teenager, and I don't need reminding of that because I just might have to make sure he never does. Because my baby, I've already got 2 adults, so I need a teenager to go with that? Come on now. It's not on. But yeah, so I don't know what we're going to do yet. We'll wait and see. I'm sorry, I'm still playing with this hair if I keep looking down. So yeah, I think it's pretty easy. I'm going to do that craft tag video some point this week. I don't know when. We'll have to see timings for these hospital appointments and doctor's appointments. And I may go and see my nan on Thursday after the hospital, so I'll just have to wait and see when I do the craft tag video, but I will do it. And hopefully get it up this week as well. Depends on how my computer is playing, because if anyone watched the vlog with me editing the colouring video, you can know that my computer likes to crash while I'm editing, and it's terrifying. Because so far the software's always saved it, so it's been really good, but I'm so worried one day the software won't save hours and hours worth of work, and then I might want to cry. And plus our internet, again, is going down constantly, which is driving me insane. I've asked my husband several times to ring up and get a replacement router, but he doesn't, because he keeps saying it's not going to be any better, the internet's still rubbish. The internet is still rubbish, but maybe the router might stop it going down so much. But it's the same problem with our boiler. It went just before Christmas, it turned itself off and we had to turn it back on, then turn itself off, turn it back on, and then it stayed on for a while, then it went back off again, then we got it back on and it stayed on for a while, then went back off again, and then it did it again yesterday. Which, one, is annoying because my husband just needs to ring the landlady and get it fixed, after I told him the gas people said it needs changing. But also because anyone who knows me knows I have very long baths, which means I need constant hot water to top up the bath. Instead, what I got was a freezing cold bath because I couldn't top up any more hot water, and I had to wait for my husband to come home and get me out of the bath because he helps me get out because of my issues. I can't get safely out of the bath, so he helps me. And so I was freezing cold by the time he got home, which sucked. But, oh well, never mind.
And by really long baths, he means minimum of 2 hours.
He's right, long baths, they are minimum of 2 hours. My normal bath is an absolute minimum of an hour, usually 2 hours. I've been known to have 5-6 hour baths before. The thing is, it's the, anyone who suffers with chronic pain will know that just floating in water takes the pressure off. And I can't afford to go and get a swim pool or a lazy spa or something, so I just lay in the bath and float, and it takes the pain off for a while. Or at least it reduces the pain for a while. Nothing seems to be making the pain go away at the moment. So, new tablets aren't doing such a good job. But, oh well, never mind. We'll have to speak to the doc, see what she says. There's still a lot more higher dose I can have on those tablets, so I'm only on 115, you can go up to 600, so there's a little way to go before we can rule out them not working. And that's my camera flashing to say that I've gone over the 20-minute mark, and anyone who uses these cameras knows that you're not supposed to film for more than 20-25 minutes, otherwise it cuts off. So I'm going to have to go. So I will catch you all later. See you later on this week with a crafty tag video. Right, bye.